Cisco show, ladies and gentlemen, please don't touch that dial. We have a good show here. We're going to talk about Norristown. We're going to talk to some people that born and raised in Norristown. And one of the brothers, the oldest brother, Tommy Lasorda, became worldwide, travels all over the world, well known, well liked, And so now I have three of his brothers here as my guests. And Smokey, Joe Smokey, his nickname's Smokey, he lives in Florida. Yeah, so he's not able to be here, but the three brothers. So I'm going to introduce them like we do in Madison Square Garden. In this corner, weighing 200, Eddie Lasorda, okay?
Thank you.
And in this corner, weighing Morris Lasorda, okay? And weighing 200, Harry Lasorda. Okay, now, wait till Tommy sees this. Wait till Tommy, we're going to send this tape to him. We're in California, right?
That's great.
That's good.
Well, okay, now, it all started with the Lasorda family right here. Sam Lasorda and Carmela. And on Walnut Street, right off of Marshall Street. We lived right around the corner on Marshall. We lived on Marshall Street, right next to Holy Savior School. And you were right there, two doors away from the alley, right?
Right.
We were next door to Floyd, right?
Across the street from the school.
Right. Okay. Now we're going to start with the youngest one, the younger Eddie. What do you remember most about Norristown? What growing up in Norristown? What did you appreciate? What did you like about it?
Well,
growing up.
First of all, I have to remember the neighborhood that I was grown up in. And there were so many very, very nice families that were personal friends of me and my brothers and my mother and my father. So all in all, what I remember mostly about Norristown is growing up in the east end of the town with people that we knew from one end to the other. And we were all like one happy family. That's about what I remember mostly.
And you didn't lock your doors, right?
Never. One happy family.
Okay, all right. Now, Morris, how about you?
The same thing with Eddie. It was the atmosphere that we created there. I mean, it was a neighborhood that everybody knew everybody and cared for everybody. I mean, if you were in need of something, your neighbors were right there to help you, and it was just a great environment. I would love to have had my children grow up in that environment.
Harry, how about you?
Oh, I can remember the Stinks. You used to pay 10 cents for
the movie
Arch and Main.
Main
and Arch.
Go down there 10 cents, you see two features, 2 chapters, and you spend the whole day in there for 10 cents.
Right. They called the Stinks.
Yeah, we had 5 movies in Norristown. We had 5 movies in Norristown. We had a lot of movies back then.
The Grand,
the Garrick, the Westmore, Norris Theater.
Norris, right.
And
there was one
Towers,
before with Lyric.
And the Westmore.
You will remember Lyric, right?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
On Sundays, all our movies were closed. We had to go to Bridgeport. You remember that?
That's right.
We had to go to Bridgeport.
You couldn't fish on Sunday either.
Sunday.
You couldn't fish. You couldn't.
Norristown had no businesses open.
Had a lot of blue laws back then.
No bingo either.
They had a lot of bad blue laws. You wouldn't have a lot of things you couldn't do on Sunday.
All right. Okay. What was your mother's favorite dish when she cooked?
Pasta. What else?
What?
Pasta.
Huh?
My mom could serve 14 people with a 15-minute notice and have pasta, meatballs, and sausage on the table.
Right there.
Today, with the new generation, you want to bring 14 people at home, you got to tell them 2 weeks ahead of time. And that's what my
That's right.
mom
I agree
I'll
with
tell
you.
you, though, Mom was great in
Right,
baking.
right.
My
And
mom
then-
could bake. She loved to bake.
bake?
Yes,
Oh, yeah?
sir. Every weekend she baked. Cream puffs this
How
big.
how about your mom? Did she make you, what?
The bread?
Did you had to
Oh,
do? What was your job like? I used to have to cut the onions, or I had to peel the eggplant, or
We had
something.
to do it all,
Beat the
Hank.
dough.
We had,
Huh? Everybody did something, right?
I
we had no
did the dishes,
sisters.
they
We had no
did it.
sisters. We had to do it all.
No sisters.
No sisters.
Oh,
When
I
we
didn't
made the gnocchis, you know what my job was? Rolling them on a fork.
The
Gnocchis that
right.
big. My mom would cut them and I would roll them.
How about the raviolis?
Yeah, we had
Oh,
to do the
yeah.
same
You know,
thing with
I
the
know
Same
Tommy-
thing with the fork.
I know Tommy. He loves to make, what is it? The spaghetti and clam sauce. I think
Oh,
that was one
yeah.
of
That
his
was
favorites.
one of his
And he had the
favorites.
restaurant up there.
But
He
the
had
way,
the
the
restaurant.
way Tommy liked to eat, it was all his favorite.
Oh,
Everything
right,
was
right.
his favorite.
And okay, now Tommy, you're the oldest brother, right?
I'm the oldest.
The oldest brother. And,
Tommy's number 2.
Tommy was he was a baseball player. He was a southpaw, right?
Tommy, yeah.
Left
Yeah.
hand.
Left-handed, strictly.
And then he went from the first team he played for in Norristown. He played in Norristown.
Norristown
Yeah.
High.
Who?
Norristown
He played
High.
Norristown High School.
High School,
Right. That's
yeah,
what we were
sure.
doing
Third
his
string
film.
player.
Signed out of Norristown.
Right.
He
Yeah.
was
Okay.
third string pitcher on the Norristown High team.
All right. Then what did he do? Go into semi-pro
Oh,
or
he was
something?
signed by the Phillies.
By the
And they
Phillies.
sent him to...
Originally.
they sent him down to Delaware.
Yeah.
He went to
Okay.
play the
That's
first year.
right, the first year.
And then he went to the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right, after Tommy got out of the service. When Tommy got out of the service, the Phillies signed him, sold him to the Dodgers.
oh, okay.
And that's how he got to the Dodger organization.
Well, he does a lot of benefit work, helping people in different
Well, charities,
fundraisers.
different
I know
charities,
he helped us
yeah.
with the Columbus Monument here,
Oh, yeah.
fundraising and all.
He,
and,
There's a lot of that.
so I just want to remember one time. I know he was very close with Frank Sinatra, and Frank Sinatra came to Norristown one day. Is that
That is
right?
right.
Up
Mom's
on Buttonwood
house.
Street, right?
Buttonwood
Who lived there?
Street. Very
Who was
good.
it?
Bomb.
my mother lived there.
My
yeah.
mother lived there.
Oh, that's right. Your mother. That's right. Your mother.
right.
Okay, lived on Buttonwood Street.
That's right,
off,
933.
a block away from St. Francis Church.
Right, right.
And he was playing at the music fair.
Right.
Frank Sinatra's music fair.
That's right.
And so he liked pasta fazool, right? Is that what Frank
Greens
Sinatra-
and beans.
Greens and beans. That's right. Well, that's right. Greens and beans. And
Well, she
pasta
made
fazool
everything, though,
is
for it.
beans and
For Sinatra,
macaroni. Huh?
he spent about 3 hours there for dinner.
Yeah. I remember one guy called and he says, "Hey, Frank Sinatra's up on Buttonwood Street." He says he was driving a car so fast. He says, "I don't know if I hit anything or not."
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
he spent
he
3
ate
hours
greens
there.
and beans there, right?
He spent 3 hours there.
Yeah.
She had everything for it.
And before the town even knew that he was in town, it was over at Valley Forge.
I got to tell you one little story about that. Sinatra going to Buttonwood Street, and he went up the steps and he knocked on the door, and my mom's neighbor was named Marie. And Frank knocked on the door and she opened it, and he said, "Mom, Lasorda, please." And she said, "No, next door." Her husband's name was Alex. She said, Alex, I want to tell you something. A man just knocked on the door looking for Mom Lasorda. You would not believe how much he looked like Frank Sinatra. Alex opened the door and he said, "You dummy, that was Frank Sinatra."
How about that?
And that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
a lot of people congregated outside the
Well,
house.
we have some pictures. I'm going to flash some pictures here, Tommy.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
say here's one with he was a manager of the
Los
Los
Angeles
Angeles
Dodgers, yeah, for
right?
20 years.
Right.
20 years he
20
was a
years,
manager of
right.
the Dodgers.
And then here's one when I guess he was
The steam
Still-
shot
that's-
manager.
yeah,
That's
Yeah, it
black
was
and white.
earlier in his career, yeah.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
was
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And then this here, I think is one is his whole family. That's a shot of his whole family.
Yeah,
Oh,
him
yeah.
growing up.
Somebody drew
My
that.
father and mother's in there.
Mom and Pop.
Mom and
all the
Pop
bro-
and
all
in there.
my brothers.
Everybody in the family in that
Oh,
shot.
yeah, all the brothers.
Right. Here's when he came to Norristown, and this fellow was impersonating Christopher Columbus. And that's
Okay.
me and Tommy.
yeah,
in the
yeah.
front.
That's pretty neat.
That's great.
And here's a shot. I took this picture when he was a fundraiser over in Philadelphia, in Valley Forge. And That's the whole.
Yeah, the five of us,
brothers.
that's all five brothers right there,
All
yeah.
right. Then here's another one here. This is Tommy Lasorda, Joe DiMaggio, and I don't know this. I think this guy, he was from one of the casinos. He was a
Yeah.
representative from one of
Yeah,
the
I know.
casinos at a fundraiser.
And there's
Yeah.
another one.
This one here
Joe
is
Torre.
Joe DiMaggio, and this here is
Joe Torre.
Joe Torre, the manager of the New York Mets.
Not now, he's
No,
now
no,
the
not
manager of the Dodgers.
Oh, now he's
This
with
is
the
going
Dodgers.
to be his first year
In other
coming
words,
up.
Tommy and him will be together.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
Oh, and
This will be
guy's
his
a-
first
He
year.
was, he
casino
was the
representative.
other guy
Right.
was the casino host.
Joe.
Yeah, casino host. And it's this one, and this is Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy was an MC or something. They were honoring them, right?
Yeah, well, they were
Bill
honoring
Cosby.
Tommy at the casino, and
He
Bill
came in.
Cosby happened
Yeah.
to walk in,
Yeah.
and he.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. He was playing there.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
right.
And here's a shot here. Tommy Lasorda, for the first time, he came to look at the monument. At the first time he saw the.
Who's that guy
monument was,
with him, Hank?
Huh?
Who's that with him? With
That's
Tommy?
me.
Well, that's what I wanted to know, who
That's
that
me.
was with him,
Okay.
I didn't
yeah.
have a big bonza then.
Yeah, well, we all got that, Hank.
And this is another one here is a TV
Howard
commentator.
Eskin, yeah.
Harold Eskin.
Eskin,
Yeah.
Howard
Yeah,
Eskin,
he's
yeah.
with Channel 10, I think,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And here's Joe DiMaggio sitting at a table. And this guy was a scout, Norristown fellow. I mean, he was a scout for the Dodgers.
Is that Ed Libator?
Yeah, Ed Libator, that's
Ed
right, that's right.
Libator.
And as a priest that said
Yeah.
the thing. But,
Yeah, that's all right.
like I said, he is now with the Dodgers. What is he now, vice president?
Executor to the
Tommy?
owner.
Advisor to the owner.
Executor
Right,
to the
right,
owner.
okay. All right, now, what school did you go to?
Holy Savior.
How many times did sister beat you up?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't have enough hands to count them on both hands.
Buffats, right?
That's right.
That
a lot of times.
all Irish nuns, right?
Yeah, most of them, I guess.
Most of
were,
them.
yeah.
But I had one that she could speak Italian, you know.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
buffats, boom, you know.
I'm telling
And-
you, boy, they used to whip us.
Well, it was discipline, okay? Now, if they would hit you now or slap you or do
Oh.
something like they call the cops and you get
Oh,
a warrant out
sure.
for it.
That's for sure.
What school did you go to? Same
I went to Holy Savior.
Holy Savior.
We all
Right?
did.
Right?
Oh, yeah. All went
And
to
we all
Holy
got whipped by nuns.
Yeah, you know what,
I said to my father one time, I said, the nun hit me and I didn't deserve it. He said, it evens out. I said, what do you mean even out? He said, about the times you got away with it.
That's right. Sure. Well,
yeah, we,
all right, now, Eddie, what kind of work did you do?
When I first came, I was in World War II.
Right.
When I came out of in 1946, when I came out from the war, I went to school for plumbing and heating, and I was a plumber and heating.
All right. And you never went in business yourself or something, anything like that?
No.
Just work.
That's all. And we went in business together, the four brothers, in 1971, the restaurant business, naturally. 31 years of that.
Well, how about you?
well, after I got out of school, I worked about a year or so, and then I joined the Air Force. I spent 20 years with the Air Force.
20 years.
I retired from the Air Force and then went into business with my four brothers in 1971.
What, plumbing?
No,
No,
the restaurant.
restaurant.
Well,
Oh, that's
71.
I got a picture of the restaurant
The
there.
restaurant,
Yeah,
right,
we
right.
went-
One of them little ones.
We had
This-
Lasorda's Tavern up in Exton, PA.
Yeah, we had three
Yeah.
restaurants,
There's
Hank.
one of
Exton,
all the celebrities on the wall. What's them
right.
little ones
Bill,
at?
and Bluebell.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Lasorda's.
Lasorda's. That was
Eastern
over in,
home of the LA
here.
Dodgers.
Yeah, okay, here it
There
is.
it is. There's a picture of all the celebrities.
yeah.
Right here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a picture of
That's the
Frank
restaurant.
Sinatra, Tommy's wife,
And here's Frank Sinatra
And Tommy-
at the restaurant.
and Tommy's
with,
wife,
With Tommy's wife. What's her name?
Joanne.
Joe.
Joanne, right. And there's another shot here of all the brothers with one of the other,
Who's that?
Who is this?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I want to show you the one of Rizzo and Campana. Where is
oh, okay.
it? Yeah. Rizzo and
Yeah, oh, yeah, Frank-
Al Campanis, the
Yeah,
Dodger
that's
general
yeah,
manager.
Frank Rizzo and
They always said that Campanis
They
looked like
do.
Rizzo.
Yeah.
So Tommy said we had to get them together.
Right, right. Okay.
We want to talk about Tommy's book, Hank.
Oh, yeah, tell me something about it. Well, wait, he did have a book. What was the name
Tommy
of it?
came out, one book was
The
The
Artful
Artful Dodger, and then,
The Artful Dodger.
right.
Yeah, I have that.
That was
In
the
fact, I
first
have
one,
another
then
bit.
Harry was
Now,
just
they
going to
got a
tell
new
you about
book
his,
coming out.
the new book.
Yeah.
Just came out,
What's it about? About the life or?
It's all about his life, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's called I Live for This.
Uh-huh.
And where was he? He was
Tommy,
at
yeah, he had two book signings here in the area. He was at the Devon Barnes and Noble.
Oh, yeah?
He had, well, about 300-400 people turned out for that one, and then
Next
he also
time,
was
next time
down
he's in
at
town,
the,
we'll see if we can get him on. He was on the show here.
he was
We had
down
him in the
at,
studio here plugging the Columbus Monument, a fundraiser.
Right,
But
right.
next time he's back, I'm going to rely on you brothers to get him here.
Okay,
And then
we
can
will.
bring-
He
and
could.
I'm sure that
He'll be back, I think maybe in March, because he's supposed to be coming out with this wine. He's in California, they're in Vegas, they're in
Chicago.
Chicago, and it's called Lasorda's wine, 7 different kind of wines from Italy.
Oh, yeah?
Very good wine.
I hope from Sicily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
there is.
own bodies.
I
Make
think they
sure
do
my
have
own
one
bodies.
from
Right,
Sicily.
they do,
Yeah.
Hank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do.
Every
believe
so
it.
often he comes
Well,
out.
the next time he's in town, you just give me a
Oh, yeah,
buzz
we
or so,
will.
and we'll set him up here. Okay, now, how many times you with Frank Sinatra was a guy very close, and also a comedian. What's his name?
Don Rickles.
Yeah, Don Rickles.
Rickles.
I remember
we were
Tommy.
very friendly. I had dinner with Frank a lot of times.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Same thing with Rickles.
Right, right.
Yeah, they were.
Rickles was the bat boy one time for the Dodgers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he walked out to change the pitcher. But the
yeah.
umpire said, "You can't do it." He said, "Lasorda told me to do it." He said, "Get the hell out of here."
Gotcha.
But how about now? Smokey. Let's talk about Smokey. Smokey was in politics or something, wasn't he? Did they ever run for politics?
ran-
Yes,
he ran-
one time in
Why do you call him
Phoenixville.
Smokey? Where did he get
I
that name?
don't know. That went way, way back. But one time he ran for mayor of Phoenixville.
Oh yeah.
That was the only time that Smokey was ever in politics.
Oh,
Harry was in. He was
Yeah.
district
you-
justice, wasn't it, Harry? Or
you were
Just
campaign
as a
man
judge.
for.
No, it was just a piece too,
justice
for
of the
6 years.
Oh, where at?
At the West End,
That's right.
12th Ward.
Yeah.
Right.
peace. But we
Right.
politics and us.
And then I
get along
handled
too good.
You were district
Corral.
justice.
No, back then they were called Justice of the Peace.
Justice of the peace.
Yeah.
Now they call them
Now they
judges.
call him district
That's
judge or
District
something.
judges. Now they
I
call them
think.
judges now.
Yeah,
Well, it was the
that's
same
right.
thing.
You're
We
right,
we were
Yeah.
judges. We
And you
married
were
people.
campaigning for
Corrales,
Hala.
his wife, and his
She ran for a legislator.
Benny. Benny was the district justice.
But Smokey was interested in running for.
Yeah, he ran for the
He
mayor.
ran for mayor of Phoenixville.
Wow.
Close
He lived
race,
there.
but, that was about it. But
And- All right, now, I mentioned that we just touched on about the spaghetti, about the best food. What else did your mom cook was something for a big family like that?
Well, I'll tell you, being the oldest one in the family, if I tell you how many times I ate dandelions when I
Oh,
was in
Chigoria.
first, second, Chigori is the
Chigoria,
Italian name. I was using the English name for it. When I was in first, second, and third grade, I think I ate it 2-3 times a day.
Right. Spaghetti. Well,
Different ways,
Well,
different styles. Mom could do a good job with
Yeah.
it. My father would pick it, and my mother would cook it.
yeah, my mom, we used to go
sure.
pick it. We'd pick
Oh,
up. People used to
God,
complain, "Get out of there!" Don't,
Right,
you know."
right, out in the
They used
fields,
to
yeah.
chase it. We were doing them a
Made the
favor.
homemade sausage, did you? We used to make the homemade sausage.
Homemade sausage.
Yeah.
she-
right.
she-
We
that
used to
bitch-
turn the thing, fill them casings
Oh, we used
up.
to, well, don't you remember? We used to kill a pig every year.
Yeah.
Papa used to raise a
Oh, my
pig. We
God.
had,
My father would raise it,
raise
and
it,
then
then
we
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 would,
had
you know,
a-
out
Raise
on,
it in the yard?
no, over in
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport.
Oh,
And,
over in Ross Road.
We had a
Was it
we had a
special
garden
occasion,
over
or
there.
just-
yeah, there was 3 or 4 families that raised
Yeah,
them
right,
over there.
friends
And
of ours.
then every year they would
It was
slaughter
on
them.
Ross Road.
They would slaughter them, and we would have the meat, and we would make sausage. We would make all kinds
different
of
parts.
Yeah.
Super sod.
Pork chops.
Pork
chops.
Oh, God, yeah.
Sausage.
And then we had a garden, 2,000 tomato plants we put in.
We had a lot of
2,000 tomato plants we put
Where's
in.
it, you mean,
Over in
Over in
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport.
you grew them over there?
Yeah,
had a
friend
farm.
of ours.
The ground
And
belonged
what
to
you do,
Bedford
jar, put
Steel.
them in jars?
Jars,
Every which
everything.
Oh, we would
Whatever-
sell them too.
sell them, and we
But
would,
you jarred tomatoes? And
Yeah.
what else?
Peppers,
Peppers,
all the
eggplants,
vegetables.
everything.
All the
Oh, yeah,
vegetables.
over in Bridgeport. we
Green
had-
tomatoes, we jarred everything.
And then, in other words, you very seldom had to go to the store.
Right.
Exactly right.
Milk and
That's
bread.
why-
Make your own bread?
That's
Right.
right.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, my God.
That's why I
Now,
said she can
that
feed
house
them
that you lived-
people.
The house you lived on
Walnut
Street, there was a living room, dining room,
And kitchen.
kitchen.
Exactly.
Upstairs was front room, middle room, bathroom,
That's right.
back room, that's it.
No,
And
it
the
was
third floor
You had third floor?
is where we slept.
Yeah, we had 2 bedrooms.
How
We had
many,
two
how many, how
bedrooms.
many, how many brothers in one room?
all of us.
All of it.
We all slept together. Of course, we didn't have no
Well,
heat.
3 and
We
2.
didn't have no heat up there. We
had no
kept
heat.
each other warm.
Wasn't it?
We didn't have a heater till they
No,
come
there
out of the
was, there was,
service.
Well, tell me-
there
tell me
was
about
We
it.
two-
didn't have a heater till they come out of the service. Went to school of oil burning, put a heater in
Until he
there.
became a plumber and a
Right.
heater.
Right.
Right, we never had heat.
Only downstairs.
But, okay,
Yeah,
all right, what kind of car did you drive? What
Car.
was the first car you ever owned? What year was
First
that?
car I ever had was after I got married. When I got married, I had no car.
Hey,
Why, you could afford
I
it?
went to,
No.
that's exactly right.
no, heck, we
My
couldn't
first
keep
car
our
was
pay.
Wait, what's that?
52 Chevrolet.
52 Chevrolet. But you couldn't afford one before you married.
No way.
Hank,
And-
you turned your pay in.
Huh?
We didn't keep our pay. We didn't afford
okay.
it.
Never believe what
That's the same
happened
thing
to-
with us. I had to turn my pay in.
I'm 25 years old. I'm single. I'm still asking for spending money.
Who did the paperwork? I mean, not
Mom,
paperwork.
mom
Who-
got the money. Bring the money into mom.
You
Everybody.
would never believe what happened to my 52 Chevrolet. I was proud as a peacock. I owned a car, finally. I was like 26
How
years
old was the car? Was it 52? How old was it when you?
Well, I bought it in, it was a 52,
was
and
about
I
5
bought
years.
it in 56.
Okay.
But anyhow, my brother Smokey, Joe,
Yeah.
was the youngest in the family. He wanted to borrow it. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock at night, he's not home. I finally went out and found him. He upset the car and totaled it.
Oh, my
He was
God.
afraid to come home.
Oh my God.
I was going to kill him. That was my first car.
Yeah, Hank,
Oh,
we,
my
did, we,
God.
we had turned them pays in.
Well, how about who? How many times you failed when you did a driver's license? When you had the driver's test? I failed my first
I
time.
failed
know-
my first time.
I didn't.
You
did,
failed
yeah.
first time?
No.
No?
No, I
I
didn't.
You?
did.
How about you? No?
No, I
You had to drive it with the clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I did. I couldn't, it drifted back a little
Well,
bit.
my brother Tony was a professional boxer.
Oh,
tough,
I
you
know. I remember.
Right,
Tony.
and he'd say, "I want to learn how to drive a car," you know. So he's okay. I had a learner's permit, and he'd say, "Come on, let's go." He'd give you down Arch Street, Johnson Highway, all the way up towards the country club, you know. And next thing, I couldn't leave that clutch out. Every time, boom, boom, and the car was, and he's screaming at me, leave it out, you know. Next thing you know, he's nervous. Says, "Get out of the car."
Throw you
Yeah.
He made me walk all the way from
Oh, my
like where
God.
Bishop Kendrick is now, all the way to 800 block of Green Street.
Oh,
So then
my
he
God.
calmed down. You know, he was mad, but then he would calm down. He says, "All right, Hank." Next day, 2 days later, come on, I'll take you for a little. I said, "Okay, let's go round the corner."
Yeah, don't
'Cause
go
you're not
too
gonna
far
make me out
because
in
you
the
didn't want to
country.
have to walk.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But that was an experience, you know. First time you get a driver's license, I know, failed. Unbelievable. So, how about you? Your first car? What kind of car was it?
My father gave me a Chevy after I got married, moved out of the house. Gave me a Ford,
Ford, yeah.
49 Ford.
49 Ford.
I was married in 56. He gave me that car.
Oh my. 1956.
Uh,
How much was gas then?
what was it, 25 cents, 30 cents a gallon?
25, yeah. I remember 25.
I don't know, we didn't pay too often. We used to stop at Mooney's on Airy Street and tell them to put gas in the
Oh,
car.
Mooney, on Airy
My father would
yeah,
pay
on
for
Airy
it.
Street.
And what'd you do?
Tell Mooney, put some gas in the car. My father come by and pay for it.
Oh, yeah, and he would do
You remember Mooney there? on
Yeah,
Airy Street?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's right there, right across from City Hall.
yeah,
Sure.
right, yeah.
Right.
Right.
He just
You're
passed
right,
away
huh?
not too long ago. Yeah. But actually, how many miles did you get on a how many flat tires, I should say?
Many.
You get
We didn't buy
It's
new
very-
tires back in them days. We got a lot of flat
a
tires.
lot of flat tires. I remember we went to New York
We
with
didn't
the
buy
family.
new tires.
You'd always figure 4 or 5 flat tires.
They
Over.
always bought second-hand tires.
Yeah, right.
They couldn't afford brand-new tires.
And then they put some kind of patch on it. What do they call that?
That's right.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah, and then that
On
would
the
blow
tube.
out.
They had a tube
On
in
the
it.
tube.
They had a tube in
Yeah,
it.
tube.
And then when you done the car, the old man was out there hammering it out. We'd take it to a body shop.
Yeah, that's
Well, what did you keep in contact with Tommy?
Yeah, we do. Every 3 or 4 days, I talk to him. He calls me. Him or
And
his
I know
wife.
you have another good friend that you're always with is Vince Piazza.
Yeah.
He's I know he works together with Tom at
Yes,
different
he
times.
did.
I know he had breakfast and lunch.
Oh,
Different
yeah,
times
yeah.
we used to stop over and have lunch.
Yeah.
And, he's involved with the
Sure.
Westover Country Club and
yeah.
country clubs.
In fact, I just read an article about what an improvement he made with St. Peter's Village.
Oh yeah, I
Did
just
you
read
read
an
it?
article in today's paper.
Yeah, they
about
said
that.
it never looked as good as
Was
it
he
does.
involved in that?
It was in, he bought it. He owns it.
He owns what? The
whole
hotel?
village.
Everything.
Oh, the whole village.
St. Peter's Village.
Well, we'll leave it on that.
And he's owned
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, we are now at the conclusion, the final round.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Championship
God,
here
look at the
at
time
Norristown
go.
High
We
School.
enjoyed it so much.
Yes,
All right,
Oh,
listen,
what's
hey, it's
so
been a
fast?
pleasure talking about good old times. Eddie.
Okay,
Gotcha,
Hank,
thank you. Thank you, Morris.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hank.
Harry.
Okay, Hank.
And
We
ladies and
enjoyed
gentlemen,
it.
thanks a lot. I hope that maybe we fresh some memories. Maybe the young fellas say, well, hey, we had it pretty rough years ago. So just think about it. And
Okay.
until we meet again, God bless and keep bobbing and weaving. All righty? So who we do here? Allah salud.
Allah salud.
Eddie, come on.
Okay.
Allah salud means
salud.
your health.
Chen
And
dan.
away we go.